one of the biggest requests that continues to come up is to look at the music from Steven Universe.
I was fine with the men.
Wow.
Who would come into her life now and again. It's over, isn't it? Isn't it? Isn't it over? It's over, isn't it?
Wow, really? This is like literally a standard. I can transcribe the melody and the chords, write a chart, and it would totally fit in the real book. The melody's really well written. The chords are great. This is sometimes like the disconnect. People are convinced that maybe they don't like jazz or they don't really fully understand like what it is until they see it applied to things that make sense to them. And they're like, oh wow, this is really nice. And the way that this is used makes the music so much more enjoyable. This, to me, is like the perfect gateway. Good recommendations. Keep them coming. Let me know in the comments below.
War and glory, reinvention, fusion, freedom, her attention. Out in daylight, my potential. It's over, isn't it? Isn't it? Isn't it over? You won and she chose you and she loved you and she's gone. It's over, isn't it? Why can't I move on? It's over, isn't it? Why can't I move on?
Yeah, that ending there, a little tritone sub. This is gorgeous.
I was fine when you came, and we fought like it was all some silly game over her, who she'd choose. After all those years, I never thought I'd lose. It's over, isn't it? Isn't it?
This even has a verse. That whole intro part that ends with, didn't think I'd lose.
After all those years, I never thought I'd
lose, right? The whole thing up to this point is a verse. And then we start into the chorus.
It's over, isn't it? Isn't it? Isn't it over? It's over, isn't it? Isn't it?
That is not what I expected there. You expect... but we're going in a slightly different direction.
You won, and she chose you, and she loved you, and she's gone. It's over, isn't it?
This is a bridge.
Reinvention, fusion, freedom, her attention. Who am I now in this world without her? Petty and dull with the nerve to doubt her. What does it matter? It's already done. Now I've got to be there for her son.
Back to the chorus again.
Isn't it over? It's over, isn't it? Isn't it? Isn't it over?
The only difference here, I suppose normally you might expect to hear 2 A sections. But, you know, this is a cartoon and it's meant to fit into 2.5 minutes, so they just kind of dropped one of the A's. But the form is there. This is what jazz standards have been, and a lot of the jazz standards were stolen from Broadway, which is kind of what a lot of this style is. This is just such a cool thing to see. I don't think I've ever seen this before. This type of format. All right, let's take a look at this one. 51.6 million views. Yeah. This is so cool. I want to check out the instrumental of this real quick. Wow, that's just fantastic writing. A lot of fun to solo over, all around great stuff. And again, I'm just blown away by the musical content of this show. It doesn't make any sense. It's crazy. Moving on, apparently this song has 89 million streams on Spotify. I don't even know. Woo, that's a nice chord. Beautiful B-flat dominant chord. I kind of have always thought about it as like just like a triad over something else. So to me, this is like, really what it is a flat 9, 13 chord. Because we have that would be the second or the ninth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have a flat 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is the same as 13, right? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Flat 9, 13 chord. So B flat 13 with a flat 9. It's G over a B flat shell. That's just kind of how I've always thought of it. Beautiful little chord. Really nice chord.
If I could begin to be half of what you think of me, I could do about anything. I could even learn how to love. When I see the way you act, wondering when I'm coming back, I could do about anything. I could even learn how to love like you. When I see the way you look, shaken by how long it took, I could do about anything. I could even learn how to love like you. Love like you. Love me like you.
Woo! Yeah! Oh man! The melodic writing is beautiful, and that's one of the things, I remember we talked about it in the recent video we did about Adele's, like the rest of Adele's album, not like the single stuff, but there's just something lacking, I guess, and maybe in a lot of today's music, and I guess it's just a different application. The melody is not always the point of the song, where in the past with a lot of this type of stuff, a lot of the Great American Songbook, Broadway, jazz standards, there was such priority placed on a melody that was articulate and outlined the harmonic structure of the song. And that's what we're seeing here. I mean, this... Oh, that is so good! You guys know I'm a sucker for minor 4, so we're in this E flat chord, right? Here's why that's so good, because we have the minor third of that chord, but then we go to the 13, the minors, or the 6, right? So we have... That's nice because, so we start off on the E flat chord. We just have 3, 5, 3, but then minor third, minor 7. When we're on this F chord, this F minor 7th chord, the two notes that are the most important for defining the quality of the chord are the 3rd and the 7th, and we're using both in the melody, and that just helps to solidify what that chord is and the quality of it. Those are the notes that grab us, that really help define where we're moving to, and that's why those two notes, we need nothing else. I mean, that bass line, if we just... We don't need any other parts of the chord. The melody alone is telling us exactly what the harmony is. And it just makes it so nice to listen to. And let's keep going. Same thing here. We're in this G minor. And then watch this. Same exact thing again. Now in this case, we're using a 6th instead of a 7th because it's just, rather than, it's definitely not a minor 7th. Maybe it would be a minor major 7, but regardless, we're sticking with this 6, and that helps to tell us exactly where we are as well. That minor third obviously being the most important sound there. And the way that it's thematic, we have this do-da-do, and then do-da. We keep that same exact thing for this next part, but we're still climbing up. Do-da-do, do-da-da. It's so beautiful. It leads your ear and it makes every part of it this satisfying resolution because it's guiding us every step of the way and it's telling us what's about to come next and then it gives it to us. And that is such a satisfying way to listen to music. You can also like throw things off and do unexpected things and that's equally interesting. But in this case, we're sticking with this very simple climb up and then we're gonna go back down. Beautiful, beautiful chord progression, but the way the melody works around this is just phenomenal.
If I could begin to be half of what you think of me, I could do about anything. I could even learn how to love. When I see the way you look, shaken by how long it took, I could do about anything. I could even learn how to love.
I am just blown away by, no wonder you guys have been telling me to do this for so long. To have something that is this popular, that can get people this excited about this kind of music is just so exciting to me. A lot of people might use this as a way to find their way into the Great American Songbook, Broadway standards, jazz standards. I'm just blown away. Thank you for recommending it. And hey, if you want to support the channel, please use the link in the description, head over to the Cornell Music Academy and check out the courses that we have available there. There's an intro to piano course as well as an intro to improv course. The intro to piano course, that'll get you started. I mean, you don't need any experience. There's nothing required. We will get you from not knowing how to play this instrument at all to understanding things like how to use our fingers, how to read notes on the page, how to like just play this thing and eventually start putting our hands together. There's tons and tons. There's over 170 videos. Tons of exercises, ways to get you started, things that are going to give you a tool set to start down the path to play anything you want to play on the piano. That is the absolute best place to start. And if you're already a musician, you're looking to improve your improvisation skills, we have a course all about that. It's an intro to improvisation, and it starts with just some philosophical ideas on how to even think about improvisation, but most importantly, we get you playing immediately. If this has always been one of those things where you're like, I want to improvise, but it seems so hard, and perhaps most importantly, I don't want to sound bad. That is such a barrier for so many people. It was a barrier for me when I started, and that's one of the things that we address immediately, because we get you playing and we get you improvising right off the bat, and then we break it down, we work on it. There's tons of exercises in there as well as examples on how you can navigate different types of chord progressions, all kinds of things. It's packed full of downloadable information and resources. Go check it out. It is the absolute best way you can support the channel. I'm so grateful to all of you who have done it so far. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you for watching this video and thank you for recommending this stuff, you guys. I mean, wow, this is just amazing. I'm still blown away. I'm just buzzing. I'm probably gonna go check out more of it. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for your time and we will see you in the next video.